what's up? Jacqueline here, creator of Imperfect Eating and the 5P Challenge. We start on Monday, the 5-day 5P Challenge. Today, I want to talk a little bit about nighttime snacking. I hear this from a lot of people. They will kind of sit down in front of the TV and they'll be like, cool, I'm going to relax. I'm going to have my glass of wine. I'm going to have some crackers or some chips or some cookies. And then they finish the whole thing and they're like, shoot, what just happened? How did I let this happen? Now I feel gross. Not only do I feel gross, but I feel really shameful. I feel really guilty. Like, oh, why did I do this again? Why does this keep happening? If that's you, you're in the right place. So I want to give you a quick tip on this because that was definitely me too. I remember I would eat an entire bag of Chex Mix, or there were these pretzels. I think they were Snyder's, and they were caramel covered pretzels, and I would eat the entire thing. And not aside from the guilt, the emotions, but just the physical feeling of I feel gross. I feel disgusting. My stomach hurts. I feel heavy. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I feel gross because I just consumed a large amount of calories in a short period of time. And I wasn't even conscious that it was happening. It just happened. And it's just oh, WTF, why did this happen? So we've already talked about the other P's, the plants, protein, a little bit of processed fun food, plenty of water. And this one is a super simple one, especially if you're someone who does like to have some sort of snack at the end of the evening. I definitely do as well. I used to hate on Whole30 that I wasn't allowed to have some sort of dessert or anything after dinner. And I think that's probably why I rebelled. And I was like, cool, I am always having dessert. I'm always having something after dinner. And so this really easy thing is plate it. Whatever you're going to eat, put it on your plate. It just helps you be a little bit more conscious, a little bit more aware of what it is that you're eating. It doesn't mean that you can't get up and get seconds or thirds, but it's now you're making that conscious effort, or you have to go through that cool, I'm still not satisfied. I'd like to get up and get some more. It just kind of slows it down. You might still get the same result, but by putting things on a plate, it helps you see what you're doing. And eventually, weeks of practicing this, you might make the decision actually, I'm good. I'm good with just 2 servings instead of 10. I'm good with just 1 serving instead of 10. So anytime I have a plate, and this is also really helpful too, if you are rushing around, making yourself put food on a plate makes you take that time to actually eat, slow life down a little bit, instead of rushing around, giving yourself some time to eat and relax and not do anything else. But I just having food on a plate, I'm great, just even seeing it displayed like this, I'm great, that looks wonderful. It's so easy to just sit and eat out of a bag and then feel gross. So even this, we have Christmas cookies left over. These are from my aunt, and putting them on a plate and I can have this for dessert. Whereas in the past, it would have been, there's no way that Christmas cookies would have lasted until January 19th. I would have eaten all of them because that's just what you do with Christmas cookies. But now, by portioning them out, having 2 or 3 a night, it's almost the end of January and I still have Christmas cookies. And also, I haven't felt gross around food ever. At any point during the last month, there was never this, oh my gosh, I feel gross, but I still had pasta, I still have had pizza, just finished the Chipotle burrito from yesterday and today. I'm going to eat these cookies and this Hershey Kiss, right? So just slowing ourselves down, we can still have all of these fun foods, but the 5 Ps will definitely help you actually enjoy life. If you're someone that is trying to implement healthier habits in 2020, there's a way to do it without doing a restrictive diet, without giving up carbs, without giving up social occasions. The 5 Ps is a really simple framework to use when you're building your meal. So again, the 5 Ps are plants, protein, a little bit of processed fun food, plenty of water, and put that stuff on a plate and enjoy it. Again, the 5P challenge starts tomorrow, Monday, January 20th. During this challenge, you are going to be building your own 5P meals and post 1 picture, just 1. I don't expect, and I don't even want people to magically eat perfectly this upcoming week, but rather let's make a 5P meal for lunch, or let's make one for dinner and see how your body feels. See how long that meal lasts. I remember last year when one of the girls did the challenge, she's like, wow, I've always thought that I needed to get this giant burger during lunch, but I actually got a salad and had some of my coworkers' French fries. And just having that, she's like, I didn't realize that that would actually fill me up. She thought that vegetables would not fill her up. She learned having vegetables and protein and a little bit, splitting some French fries with her coworker, that actually filled her up, and then she didn't feel gross the rest of the day. So you'll probably be surprised by how filling these meals are and how you're not going through your day starving. You're not trying to restrict anything. You're really trying to implement things that, you know, are going to be good for your body and feel good. And these are the same things that you would have like kids do. There's nothing about the 5 Ps that is restrictive or diety or like, oh my gosh, you know, we're tracking macros, or, you know, like those aren't things that you would want kids to do. But telling kids like, hey, let's eat some vegetables, like, hey, let's have 2 cookies instead of 17. Those are things that we'd want for our kids too. And so I always say that if it's something that you would want for your kids, it's good enough for your kids, then it's good enough for you. And that's kind of like how we should look at things. Like look at our younger versions of ourselves and what do we want for that version, and then do those things for our adult version as well. But again, Challenge starts tomorrow. I will post a link and I will see you in there. Have a good night. Take care, guys.